Okay, hello. So, sorry, I'm kneeling down now. The cloth is different. Everything's different because I'm just like, let's go. Let's do this. I just got this in the mail right now, and it's really, I can't see, where we're at with things because it's way up there because this book is large. It's this large. Tarot deck. It's just like the only frame of reference I can think to use, because like I guess I could get a ruler, but my rulers are upstairs. And this is like how big it is on the side. I'll say what this is. It says The Great Workbook, a study aid for tarot symbolism by M. Fortune, and it's from Numinous Press. Okay, you guys. So my original plan was to get this book in my hands and fill it out and then like show in like at presents and stuff along the way like what's happening. But I think that this deserves its own video. Like this is like the ultimate tarot study tool, I guess. I don't know. Like it's really, really, really cool. Okay. So it's spiral bound, which, we want with this sort of thing. I'm just going to like page through it. We're going to go through every page so you can see what it is. I'm literally so excited and like intimidated to start filling this out. So the reason that I was attracted to this is because how I organize tarot study is I don't. I have a binder. Let me see if this is all in here. Okay. So I have a binder that I had put tabs in, and every time I was like, had like an epiphany or a thing or something about a certain card, I needed to go to that page and like add it in there. And I would just never do it. So like my tarot information is all over the place, like in my notebooks and stuff. And this, oh my gosh, I love stuff like this. Like little worksheets. Okay, so there's an introduction. It says, The Great Workbook, which borrows its title from Aleister Crowley's term for an individual spiritual journey, is a specialized journal for students to log the many complex symbols of the tarot in a way that gives meaning to their relationships to one another. As there are plenty of excellent books already written on the subject of tarot, this book is meant to be a tarot study aid and does not provide instructions for the study of divination or the full scope of astrology and Kabbalah. This book is, however, a place for organizing the information one will find during the study of tarot and its related subjects. Oh, think of this journal as a logbook for a scavenger hunt. I love scavenger hunts. It's actually, if you also struggle with agoraphobia, scavenger hunts are a really fun and cool way to engage with exposure therapy, by the way. Most students of tarot have or will accumulate a library of their own. The information needed to complete the activities can be found in easily obtained books or the internet, right? Blah, blah, blah. As a student of art and music, I firmly believe that the natural act of writing by hand helps accelerate and solidify the memorization process. Absolutely agree with that. Let's see. Okay, it's so cool. The Great Workbook is the result of the grids and lists that I created to memorize and discover the deep and overlapping relationships of the tarot cards and their symbolism. In addition, I found it invaluable while learning the cards to keep a journal. Yes. Okay, let me see. I just want to make sure that I've been having a hard time with my lighting lately. I'm literally so stoked right now, you guys, that I'm like, I want everything to be perfect, but it's just not going to be that way. And then there's like a how to use section. I didn't read any of this, you guys. I literally was just like, I opened to some of them and I was like, oh my God, I have to show everyone right now. So there's a section for your own table of contents. I did look at these parts. But after the astrology section, we're going to be looking at it for the first time together. So I think that's really cool. And then there is a table of contents that it has as well. Sorry, I'm like literally so jazzed that I'm out of breath. Astrology of the Tarot, it has astrological symbols, minor arcana and the decans, astrology of the major arcana, trump cards, astrology of the aces and court cards, tarot and the zodiac wheel, zodiac wheel practice, astrology of the tarot fold out wheel, astrology of the tarot journal, tarot and the Kabbalah, Hebrew letters in the tetragrammaton, the parts of the Kabbalah connecting to the Sephiroth and the paths, models of the four worlds, Major Arcana, paths and colors of the Kabbalah, court cards, four worlds in the Tetragrammaton, colors of the four worlds, Minor Arcana, Sephiroth, color in the four worlds. Ooh, so cool. Okay, Tree of Life practice, tarot and the Tree of Life, fold out Tree of Life, tarot and the Kabbalah journal. The cards, Major Arcana, trump cards, court cards, Minor Arcana, smaller numbered cards. Reference charts, tarot deck comparison chart. Ooh, okay. Symbol reference keys, Kabbalistic language, Kabbalistic color scales. Okay. Here we go. So it has these like little thicker pages. So we're in the astrology. Okay, you guys, look at this. Astrological symbols. How satisfying. It's almost like a thing where it's like, I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to put my ugly handwriting on this beautiful page. Can we see this? Yes. Okay, perfect. So it has... There's like a little hint. It says, be sure to follow the progression of the zodiac signs as it will be helpful in following activities. So it's just like the gray prompt to where to start, like what you might fill in that section. So Aries, the symbol. So sign, symbol, planet, planet symbol, element, element symbol, modality, tarot suit, and tarot cards. So cool. All right, so then on this page, we have the minor arcana and the decans. So the signs are down the side here, and then decan degrees. So there's 3 little sections for each of the signs. Decan dates, decan ruling planet, minor arcana card, and the minor arcana title. And I think that's cool too, because it's like the minor arcana title, you can have the Thoth. Why did I say it that way? People say Thoth. I usually say Thoth. Okay. So you can put the Thoth title and the Hermetic title there too. And then this we have I always want to say zodiacal or astrological, but it's astrology of the major arcana trump cards. So title, astrology, qualities. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay. And then we have astrology of the aces and court cards, wands, cups, and swords, and pentacles, and discs. So it's, okay, so it would be king, queen, knight, page, ace, and then it has like little suggestions on how to fill that out. But only one for each of these things. That's so cool. You guys, I don't know if you can tell that I'm so jazzed about this. Like, I cannot. I have things to do today, but I'm like, do I have things to do today, or can I do this instead? But I think what I want to do is pace myself also and not fill it in all at once, so that it's, like fill in a page, and then when I'm coming back to fill in another page, review the pages and stuff like that. Because, I don't know, this is just like absolutely a way that will help me remember things. Because studying tarot for years and years, it's like, it doesn't really matter in a sense for me because of how my brain functions and things just like falling out. But having it all contained in one spot that's like aesthetically pleasing, I don't know, I feel like this is really going to help me a lot. Okay, and then we have tarot and the zodiac wheel. I keep wanting to say zodiacal just because I like that word. It's fun. It's cool. And it's sort of telling you in this how to fill it out. And then here's the instructions. But you can also just start to fill this one out. Okay. It says, use figure A and its accompanying table as reference for each starting point. Gray area with star. Here we go. So gray and then the stars. And where to locate the required information. Both figure A and B are repeated on the next page. You may use them as practice and or reference for each starting point before you complete the large fold-out wheel. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. So this is reference, beginning at the 8 to 9 o'clock position in the section 1, innermost gray area. With the stars. Draw the symbol for the first sign. These are pre-filled on the practice wheels. So there's practice wheels here, so you can keep doing it. Do it a few times, and then there's a big pull-out one. Can you see this whole thing? So cool. Okay, so like I just love stuff like this anyway. Ooh! I love like little charts and like like thinking cap stuff. I love it. I gotta get a new nice pen. No. I'm just gonna be normal about it. Megan, be normal. It's to me, like, not wanting to fill this in is like not wanting to break the seal on like Lucy decks or something. All right, so in this section, there's astrology of the tarot journal. So line note pages for each sign of the zodiac. So Aries, it has the decans, The zodiac, symbol, name, dates, the decans. First, third, second, and third. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. We were just talking about like a way to like keep track of these things, and I was like, yeah, I wrote them all down in my journal, but that's like 2 journals ago, you know. And I don't have like a separate set like tarot journal because I can't organize it in this way, and then I don't have enough pages for that. And how I sort of feel about this, not like if I wanted to add more to this, I would just add a post-it on top. But the other thing is I would probably have this be the solidified section, you know? Like when I'm writing things down, I've taken the notes somewhere else and then I'm putting it here instead of just the rambunctious sort of all over the place stuff. Anyway, planet, symbol and name, elements, and then the tarot cards and suit that it's associated with. And there's one for every one of the signs. We know what those are, so we'll just move on. The next one is tarot and the Kabbalah. Understanding the Kabbalah, tree of life, its letters, numbers, and meanings, and how they correspond to the tarot cards. Okay. It also says, oh my god, there's a reference section of this book. Reference charts! Sorry, it says here, in regards to the 4 worlds of the Kabbalah, there are many ways in which the 4 worlds can be represented. There is no right or wrong way to illustrate this complex aspect of the tree of life, and no method of teaching is better or worse than another. Rather, all pictorial models of the 4 worlds could be viewed in combination to understand the depth of this microcosm-macrocosm philosophy. The concepts presented in these activities are the most elementary for the sake of simplicity. Thank God. And are meant only to be a seed. Once these elementary concepts are grasped, you are encouraged to challenge any dogma that might arise from these activities by studying all possible models of the 4 worlds. That is so cool. I love that. Color. For your convenience, a list of color scales is printed in the reference section of this book. So it also has a reference chart section. And it's like hard. Yes. Here's the color scales. There's some, my copy has some of this color transfer. That's, oh, okay. This is amazing because I actually have 1 million tabs open on my computer and on my phone, and this is one that's always open. It's MM Moline. I found it from MM Moline's blog, but it was a different person's like post. But this is amazing to have. Okay. A note for the Crowley Thoth users. The Hebrew letters printed on the Emperor and the Star trump cards are switched. For the theory behind this switch, one should research Crowley's I can't say this Hebrew letter name. Anyway, and double loop of the zodiac and then choose your ordering. Alternatively, you can add both Hebrew letters for each of these cards in activity 10. Okay, so in this section we have activities that are Hebrew letters in the tetra... Oh, I read these already in the beginning. Okay, so we'll just look at them. The Hebrew letters in the tetragrammaton. So beautiful. And I love that this is, that the gray, can you see that? How it's in there in gray? I hope you can. Because Hebrew letters are really hard to draw. I have a hard time with it. I'm not like an artist with my hands in that specific way. I don't know how to say that. Okay, and then we have the parts of the Kabbalah. So there's it says, fill in the names of the 3 planes of negative existence. Number each sephirah, sphere, and their connecting paths. Provide the name of each triangle. Fill in the name of each pillar. Draw a line connecting the 10 sephiroth in order of descent of power. Sephirah is singular, sephiroth is plural. Actually, when we did 10 decks for 10 sephiroth, and in studying that, I made myself a bunch of printouts of this, because this is a way that's helpful for me to learn. Like, I'm really good at states, the U.S. states, and capital quizzes, because it's like a visual thing, and I'm writing something in like this thing. And I made like a master key, like you would when you were in school, and then had a study thing. Connecting the Sephiroth and the paths. Label the 10 Sephiroth spheres and the 22 paths connectors on the diagram below. So you're just making your own and filling it in. So in this section, we have models of the 4 worlds. So we have Absoluth, and this one's already typed in a little bit, and then Bria, Yetzirah, and Asura. I can never say that one. But anyway, so they only have the Absoluth one modeled out, but it says 4 worlds of a singular tree. So you're just doing this and like how it connects there, and then here as well. Okay, cool. Wait, what's this? And then here we have major arcana paths in the colors of the Kabbalah. So tarot trump card, card number, path name, astrology, Yetziric text. Holy shit. Okay. And then the color. It's color in Asya, the Emperor scale, Yetzirah, the Emperor scale, color in Bria, the Queen scale, and color in Absolute, the King scale. Are you kidding me? This is so... And a part of this, too, is like... it's like things you forget to remember, you know? Like, for me, at least, that's what I do. I'm always like, oh, yeah, that's right. There's, like, this added other thing. And then this seems like it's really just, like, a pathway for connecting them. Sorry, I'm geeked. All right, court cards, 4 worlds, and the tetragrammaton. Part 2, the 4 worlds. So you list the 4 worlds here. Okay, let's see. Instructions. Beginning in the right-hand column of part 1. Let me see. Write each letter of the tetragrammaton and its corresponding attributes. Note that Hebrew reads from right to left, so follow the column numbers for the correct order of the tetragrammaton. Next, in part 2... I'm so sorry, where's part 1? Oh, part 1. I was like, I just see this. Okay, part 1. Next, in part 2, write the names of the 4 worlds and their corresponding attributes. In part 3, follow the example provided to combine the information parts 1 and 2 and the astrology activity 5 from page 9 to discover the components of each court card. Holy shit. Hell yeah. Just keeping it all in one place like that. Okay. Colors of the 4 worlds. So following the Queen scale as an example, fill in the Hebrew letter. So this is the example that they're talking about. Can you see this still? Okay. Fill in the Hebrew letter, the element, the tarot suit that corresponds to each of the 4 worlds, using the color sections from activities 10 and 11. Color each image. So we've done the things. We're writing in the past, we have wrote down which colors for the tree of life, and now we're applying it once again to like further the understanding and knowledge. Hell yeah. And then here we have minor arcana, Sephiroth, color, and the 4 worlds. So Sephiroth, Hebrew text and meaning, the Yetziradic text, and then tarot card, so there's going to be, okay, let's see. Okay, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's of each of them. Tarot title. So wands, cups, swords, pentacles for each of them. The element, the astrology, world type, and then the color. This is like the ultimate reference. Tree of life. Practice again. Okay. Very cool. And then the final boss, big daddy, tree of life that you're creating yourself. Oh my gosh, my stomach just did a little flip. I'm just, like, I'm imagining this, like, just becoming, like, filling up and having color and like all these beautiful things. Okay, tarot and the Kabbalah. Lined note pages for each Sephirah and path on the tree of life. So it's the same before with the astrological things. So it's another way of referencing and another way of keeping a journal. We'll get out of here. So it has the spheres and then also the Hebrew letters. Oh, I love that so much because, you know, we have our own like unverified personal gnosis, right? About each of these things as we're learning them and experiencing them. It's really cool. I want a journal of this for every single thing. The cards, tarot journal, lined note pages for recording your personal thoughts and insights on the tarot cards. For your convenience, some information has been pre-filled as a guided example. Can you see this? Can you see it? Refer to the Fool, Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, and Two of Wands. Example text is printed in light gray and can be written over in your own hand. Yes. All right, so we have the Fool, the Astrology. Wait, which ones did they say? Oh yeah, the Fool. So this one's here. Element of air, symbol, name, the Kabbalah, 11th path, the letter, the name of the letter, Aleph, ox is the meaning. And then the Yetziradic text, color in Atziluth, color in Bria, color in Yetzirah, and color in Asya. And it has that for every single one. And then this page of just plain notes. And then this, oh, I love this so much. Oh my gosh. So cool. Okay, so it has that for every card. Well, it has it for every major. We're in the majors. And then we go into the court cards. Oh, and the note that was made about the majors, the Emperor and the... I think I mentioned that in the video. So the Star and the Emperor are switched in Crowley's. But also in the Olive Danson Tarot, which I just did a video about. Okay, so now we're in court cards. So the section in which we do those same things for the court cards. Oh my gosh. Okay. The Tetragrammaton element and the world element. So these are all the... And then we do minor arcana, smaller numbered cards. Cute. I think that's the rest of the book. I love this so much, you guys. And then the reference charts, which I mentioned before. Tarot deck comparison chart. Ooh. Rider-Waite-Smith, Crowley, Thoth, Tarot de Marseille. Okay. So it's the names, and then there's little asterisks next to some of the weirdos in the Thoth. Courts, so, you know, kings are knights, and knights are princes, and pages are princesses, stuff like that. And then we have tarot deck comparison chart for the minors, including, oh my gosh, so cool. So it has the hermetic, you know, condensed Rider-Waite-Smith titles, and then the titles that Crowley used. And then obviously Tarot de Marseille has none of that. Oh, wow. Okay. And then here we have the symbol reference key. Also very helpful. You guys, I always get these messed up. Can you see these? The element sign, like symbols, I'm like always messing that up. I don't know. It's like the most simple. And maybe that's why. Kabbalistic language. So the Sephiroth, so it's the name and then how to write it in Hebrew, and it's right to left. English, so these are the letters, the Hebrew letters that make up that word, and then the meaning, and the Yetziradic text. And it has the paths and the Hebrew letters, the English of that letter, and then the meaning, and then the Yetziradic text for that as well. So cool. And then I already showed this. Okay, what do you think? This is so cool, right? All right, it's from Numinous Press. I'll put a link to their website and their Instagram and stuff. I'm so excited. Okay, you'll be seeing this, I'm sure, as I'm filling it out in various app presents and stuff. But I just wanted to show you guys right away. It felt like when I was looking at this, I was like, yes, like, and it felt sort of like, I don't know, like greedy not to like immediately show everyone, honestly. I was like, wait, everyone needs to know how cool this is. What do you think? And do you have like a system that you already use that's like this for organizing? Or do you think that this is something that you might be interested in? I honestly was just like, when I saw this, I was like, this is everything that I've ever wanted. because I can't do this for myself. It's just not how my brain is organized. And I just really benefit from that, like the discipline of something like this, and also the organization, which I, struggle with. So I'm really excited.